Hi guys, welcome to Perseverance Software Training Institute. I'm Sai Charan. In this series of Docker, so actually in the last video, right, we have been discussing about a different build stage and deployment stage. If you see, so we have multiple requirements here. We use Maven and build the Java code which generates an artifact. And so the overall requirement is building Java code using Maven build automation tool, which generates an artifact, which is perseverance.var. How it will generate this only is, as I told, we have something like pom.xml file where we give this detail to basically generate in this var format with this name. Okay, this will be actually given by developers, right? But we can also go through. I'll show that later. So now the second one is deployment state. This particular var file should be deployed in this particular path. Okay, because this is Tomcat based deployment directory where we can deploy our artifact, which is our final outcome. Okay, so deploying final outcome onto Tomcat web server. So these requirements can be fulfilled by multi-state Dockerfile. If you see, the multi-state Dockerfile is a technique used in Docker to create more efficient and optimized Docker images. It allows you to use multiple from instructions. Okay, what is meant by multiple froms? Let me show here. uh, See, this is multi-stage. If you see from Maven, because we need Maven, and also from Tomcat, we also need Tomcat, right? That is where. So we can place multiple instructions, not only two from instructions, right? In a single Docker file, enabling the separation of concerns in different build stages. This helps streamline the image building process and results in smaller, more secure and faster containers. All right. See, overall, let me tell you that to embed multiple requirements in a single Docker file, we can basically develop multi-stage Docker file with multiple stages, right? And so that everything happens in a single Docker file but in different stages, right? But every stage is interlinked to another state, definitely, right? We'll see that later. So what is the uses of this? We can optimize image size. The size of image is important. So when we are working on corporate projects, real-time projects, right? So even now what I'm showing is like it's same as real-time project, where if you see we embed build and deployment process in a single Docker file, right? And isolating build and runtime environments, better caching and faster builds. What is caching? Caching is all about it. If I execute something, right, that something can be reused again. Okay, if it is again executed, so it's not required to again re-execute the same command or something. All right, so which definitely results in faster builds, right? All right, next reuses code between stages without bloating the final image, meaning even between different stages also code can be reused. All right, so this is all about multi-state Docker file. So I can show you the Docker file so that you will get the clarity out of it. All right, so practically if you see here, right, see now we have two from stages, correct? Let me go here. If you see, see hash here in the Docker file is, they are comments actually. All right, I had put for your understanding. So stage one, build the app using Maven. All right, so from we have used Maven with some tag. Okay, leave about this as build, we'll see that later. All right, next, clone the repository, because for Maven to build we need Java code and pom.xml. So both are actually available in this Git repository. I will share the link. Next, work directory. Once this is cloned, this is the repository name, right? So we'll get that directory on the local, wherever environment is there. So there we need to switch into perseverance hyphen resources. Okay. So what I'm telling is, let me show you. You'll get into. So this is the resource, guys. Okay. I mean, this is the GitHub link, where if you download or clone this particular repository, you should go into this particular, directory later, right? That is what we are doing using work directory instruction. so that set the working directory inside the container to this, so that we have Java code and pom.xml. If you see, this is Java code and this is pom.xml file. All right, perfect. Now build the app and package it. So this is the command to, I mean, for Maven, if you want to basically, you have given the code already, right? If you want to build that code, so you need to give mvn space package. What it will do is this will basically build the code and generate a var artifact. All right, perseverance dot var artifact. Okay, fine. Now see, this first stage is done. So at this point of time, we have perseverance dot var artifact. Okay, all right. Now if you see, we are embedding again another from tag in the same, stage 2 of the Docker file, which is deployed to Tomcat. So we have the package ready. How to deploy it? Fine. From Tomcat latest, we are using from instruction with Tomcat image name and latest tag. Copy the var file from the first stage to the Tomcat web apps directory. What does it mean? Meaning, we are generating an artifact here in the first stage of the Docker file. All right. And now what we are doing is, it will generate var file. It will basically generate var file under, see, this is perseverance hyphen resources have the code, right? Under that, it will create something like target who Maven. Under that, here it will create something like target. Under that, we'll be having our perseverance.var file. So what we are doing is, we are giving copy hyphen hyphen from equal to build. What is this build is the question now. All right, see, basically now we need to get war file from first stage to second stage, right? So how we do that is using alias. That is what alias is. So as is for alias build. So we are giving some alias name to this particular first stage, and we are utilizing that alias name here. See, if you see build, right, from build, meaning from this particular stage, copy perseverance resources target perseverance.var, this particular artifact, to user local Tomcat web apps. Okay, so basically we have seen here, right? Where is this? Yeah, we have seen this where live Tomcat web apps like that. If you consider, we also have, according to, environment, we have user local Tomcat web apps. So that is how this image, I mean Tomcat image is built. So meaning is, so our requirement now is to deploy this one, and here. Okay, fine guys. If you manually install and operate, this will be your path. So now it is given by Docker image, right? So we have this path there. Okay, it is local actually. All right. So now remove this and put in this. Okay, this is the requirement. That is where we are deploying the artifact of perseverance.var to this particular user local Tomcat web app. So now deployment is completed. So Tomcat operates on 8080, and this is the, what is CMD now. So this process, right? Catalina.shsa shell script, which will help us to start Tomcat, server. Okay, we need to give run. Okay, this is automatically given here as per the, requirement. All right, not automatically, yeah, we should give this. All right, fine. So now clear it. Okay, fine. Now we have a multi-stage Docker file. Okay, got it guys. So we'll build this in the next video, but for now just understand how multi-stage Docker build is developed and what is the requirement. So this is mandatory, and if you need another from also, you can keep stage 3, you can keep some alias here also. All right, or you can use this particular stage again if you need. Okay, all corporate projects uses multi-stage Docker file definitely. All right, fine guys, thank you so much. Bye bye.